Well, hi, everybody, and welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show for a beautiful Monday.
You don't know what that means, but I do.
What in the heck?
That's Monday evening NASCAR report right there.
In honor of Luke Chastain.
No, that'd be Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain.
The watermelon man. His family is a watermelon farmers in Florida.
Yeah, Star was talking about that this morning. I think that's pretty amazing,
Yeah.
and they still do that, I think.
He won the Circuits of America race yesterday. That's
Austin.
our Monday evening NASCAR report. He's been in the top 3, I think, every race this year, if I'm not mistaken, or the last however many. But to see him get a win yesterday was pretty neat.
Well, Star told me to take him on our show.
Yeah,
Wednesday,
he did.
I
He did
disregarded
great.
everything she said and went with Denny Hamlin. No,
Boy.
I didn't. I went with Chase Elliott.
Boy, they all did really miserably bad. Kyle Busch was in 6th place. My guy was in 6th place almost the whole second and third stage, and I think the last lap he spun out and finished like 18th. So I was like, ugh.
Oh, mercy.
Ross Chastain's my dude.
So where do they race this weekend?
Yep.
Yep, Star?
They are going to...
They're going
Martinsville?
east.
No,
Bristol?
I think it's Martinsville.
Martinsville?
Don't recall. Had to look that up.
Okay,
Star will get on that.
very good.
It is Richmond.
Richmond.
Virginia?
It's a long way to Richmond. Headed up on 95.
And then Martinsville.
Yeah.
It's a long way to Martinsville, up on Interstate, whatever that is, 35.
I don't even, where is Martinsville?
That's in North Carolina, isn't it?
North Carolina?
Yes.
I think
Maybe
that's right.
Christian go there. He's stationed in North Carolina.
Hey, maybe, does he like racing like you?
I took him to one. He didn't like it as much, but back in those days, he was more into video games than he was auto racing. But he's
okay.
grown up now, so
Martinsville.
maybe he'd go take
Chase
picture
Elliott.
of it.
Huh?
Chase Elliott.
There you go.
No, he's not at Martinsville.
Well, never mind then. Just forget I said anything. Y'all know a lot more than I do. Everybody knows a
apparently.
lot more than I do. All I know is my mom saw the show last week and she said I was slumping to set up straight. Thanks, Mom, who's
straight.
celebrating her 84th birthday Sunday, by
That's
the way.
awesome. Happy birthday Sunday.
You know, moms are like that, though. They'll keep you on your toes.
Yep. Speaking of moms, my mother-in-law's here with us, as you know, for a couple of weeks, and I don't know that there's a more pleasant person. She may be miserably in pain or whatever. When you walk in the door, how are you? How was your day? You know,
We need her
different
to hang around
perspective.
here.
Those that have lived longer have a little different perspective, and they value the time they have and sort of try to make people around them pleasant. So
Well, that means I've been around a long time. I should be more pleasant
you
then,
should
right?
be more pleasant, Carl.
and happy and upbeat.
That's the truth.
I do. Your mother-in-law is really great.
She is.
And it was really nice to meet her last week. And she is always upbeat,
She
got that
is.
smile
No
going
doubt
all the
about
time.
it. No doubt. She's pleasant.
Always talks nice about everybody.
Ask you what you want, anything I can get for you. You sort of feel sort of like a king when you're around her, but then you feel bad because she's always wanting to do something for you. But that's how mothers and mother-in-laws do, I guess.
All right, Miss Bo, if you're listening or watching, hello.
She will be.
All right. Hey, we got some actual sports stuff to talk about.
We do?
Well, look at your schedule over the weekend. You got a lot to rewind here.
a whole lot.
Man,
a lot of
all
good
right.
stuff. Let's start with boys and girls golf. Congratulations to Haley Martindale. She finished second in the Glen Rose Dinosaur Invitationalist. It may take me a while to get all this out. Boys shot a 342 to win the Dinosaur Invitational, so congratulations to them. Very important because they both are competing right now in the first round of the district boys and girls golf tournament. It's held in Lampasas, and then tomorrow they'll finish that in Glen Rose. So
Lampasas today, Glen Rose tomorrow.
today, Glen Rose tomorrow. So
Okay.
shooting really well at Glen Rose. Hopefully they can do well. They both did well. If you recall, last time earlier in the year when we played at Lampasas, the boys finished first, I think, and the girls finished first, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we'll get some good results back from them pretty quick from Coach Jones and Coach Wilson, and then they'll go tomorrow and compete in the last round of the district golf tournament. Bluebonnet Relays, I thought it was a fabulous weekend. I mean, Thursday was a long day. We started, Coach Howard and the guys were there about 7 o'clock, making sure everything's ready to go, and I think I got home close to 11 on Thursday night. But man, when you had a little over 30-something heats of the 200 and the 100, and I think Glenn Jones started the race well. I mean, just kept them on track, and And all in all, everybody that helped, all the, Britt Loudermilk is the biggest. He's the most popular dude out there. Britt is, because he makes all the sausages and the briskets and all that kind of stuff. So he's the most popular guy out there. But sitting out there all day cooking in a hot smoker, I could just go down the list of volunteer helpers that came out in the community to help, and then also our coaches and our kids. We had a great group of kids that helped, run those hurdles and, set those hurdles up and set out the blocks. But man, you had 28 teams, 29 teams, I think, on Thursday, and then we had 8 teams on Friday, and I think everybody's extremely pleased. During the meeting, the scratch meeting before, Coach always gives me an opportunity to talk, and I told them, we're here to serve them, and we want to make those bluebonnets the way they were back when I was young growing up, and we saw evidence of that this past weekend. And I even heard coaches talking about, man, we got to get some people because this thing is good, and we need to bring it back to where it was. And that's just me walking by, passing, and I heard them say that. So very excited for us. Coach Howard, I tip my hat to him, give him all the credit. He's done so much work behind the scenes to try to get this thing back to where it was, and I don't think anybody left unhappy. I think everybody left with a full belly and were satisfied. Ran a great meet off, so congratulations to Coach Howard and his staff, Coach Neely and her staff, for everything that they did to make the relays a success, and also the community members that volunteered their time to come out and run off events. It's huge. Look forward to doing it again when we host the area meet on April the 20th. So all you volunteers, if you didn't get a chance to volunteer this time, please do so for the area meet, because we won't have coaches able to work that. They'll be coaching their kids to hopefully advance out of the area meet. So good job by Coach Howard and his crew. Going to softball. Softball lost their game to Lampasas 9-5. Thoughts are with them. They're playing, as hard as they can. I know they're making some defensive mistakes. They're not hitting the ball as well as they should. Hopefully that'll come around. They're only 0-2 in district, but they've been without Jessica Lynn, their head coach, for a while. Her fiance is battling cancer, and they're really going through some struggles with that. So our thoughts and prayers are with her. But Jessica and Coach McGee are stepping in. Jennifer Lynn and Coach McGee are stepping in and doing the best they can. So hopefully they'll bounce back and get the win column soon. I know they play really hard, but we're just making too many mistakes to get those victories. But a hard-fought game. Our baseball team won against Mineral Wells 17-7 on Saturday, but lost a barn burner against Stephenville on Friday 5-4. Went extra innings. Kids played extremely hard. Just a little bit. You got to be stronger defensively. You can't step on your own feet if you're going to beat highly level ranked teams, but I think they're on the crest of, as a baseball coach forever, and I've had those teams that are right on the bubble. I think once they win one of those big games, then they're going to get over the top of that mountain and start going downhill and get some force and believe they can do it, and they'll start winning a lot more ball games. But I know they're working hard. I know Coach Harris is working them really hard, so I look for great things from them. On the tennis side, Peter Lee and Victoria Ramos won the mixed doubles in the Brownwood Invitational tennis tournament. So congratulations to those two. Look for good things from them in the district meet, which is this week. And then boys and girls soccer, congratulations to Coach Westerman and Coach Mosqueda for their victories, and the boys and girls for their victories over Midland Greenwood. Girls 4-1, and boys beat Lubbock Estacada 4-3, both advancing to the area round. Very worthy opponent in El Paso San Elizario. They'll play at Ratliff Stadium Tuesday at 5 and 7. Tickets will be purchased at the gate, and they're $3 for anybody, kids or adults. So go, if you have nothing to do and you can leave bright and early, head on to Odessa and watch those matches. Let's go through the week. Today again we have the first round of district golf for our boys and girls held in Lampasas. Boys and girls golf will complete their district tournament tomorrow at Glen Rose. And then our boys and girls soccer will play their area matches against San Elizario at Ratliff Stadium at 5 and 7. We have district tennis at Brownwood next couple of days, Tuesday, Wednesday. Softball will be playing Gatesville at 5 and 6:30. Baseball will be at Glen Rose at 7 on Tuesday. And then, of course, Wednesday is district second round of district tennis.
I want to go back, talk a little soccer, Lady Lions and Lions. That's a nice win for the Lions. They haven't won a playoff soccer match in about 10 or 11 years.
Yeah.
Since 2014. Well, it's 8 years. So congratulations to them. Derek did some call-ins. They sounded great because of our softball and baseball. We'll do the same thing coming up tomorrow. But anyway, be listening for those updates. San Elizario, good program out there. They knocked us girls out of the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I've been on the phone with their athletic director a lot in the last week, scheduling games, and they're both extremely good, boys and girls. Boys scored a whole lot of points, from what I understand, in their by-district round, but we're going to show up at Rattler Stadium, and we're going to play our game and see what we can do, see if we can move on to the next round.
Talked about baseball. Boy, of course, we were there, Stephenville, Friday night. We had them down 4-3. We kind of let them out with a couple of unearned runs there late. Gavin, he's just pitching lights out. You know, I said this on the air. I saw Shelby Miller pitch as a sophomore. Gavin Branstedter's a sophomore. And I think Gavin's a little bit ahead of Shelby at this time because he has a really good curveball.
Yeah.
But Shelby mainly just threw fastballs.
And which he could.
Yeah, he could. Obviously, when you throw it 94, 96. But Gavin, I think, is going to get up there. He's close to 90 with a really good curveball. This young man, I think, is going to be very special over the next couple of years.
I do too. And, you know, my concern with his mother works for us, and she's on our coaching staff. And the one thing that concerns me with Gavin is make sure that you don't wear your arm out.
Yeah.
Make sure that you got on a rehab program for that arm, and make sure that you do make sure you're smart about what you're doing. Because when you go play year round and you play on some of those select teams, those select people don't care what happens to your arm later. They care about what you're doing for them.
Yep.
You know, I remember John Peters back when I was in high school, played for Brenham, and he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and he was, you know, a high school phenom, and almost had a chance to play him in the state tournament. And then he goes on to college, and I wound up playing him, and he was, by the time I got to college and ran up against him, he was more like a college JV pitcher. His arm was just wore out. So you know, hopefully Gavin will get on a good regiment. Make sure, you know, with the pitch count and that kind of stuff, I think that's important. But you are correct. He's throwing the ball extremely well, and he's confident in what he does. And speaking of Shelby Miller, I think he just signed a contract with the Yankees, didn't he?
He did. He's a New York Yankee.
Yeah, I like him a little bit better now.
Yeah. Are you a Yankee fan?
Not really, but now that he's with them, I sure will be.
Yeah, his sixth team, I think, that he's been with, but 31, and give it another chance here. And he's on the big league roster for right now. So good luck, Shelby, with the New York Yankees, those pinstripes.
Yep.
And you mentioned baseball, too, 17-7. We were there Saturday for that game, and boy, we hit the ball well. I'm telling you what, we got some timely hits. We played well. Case Markham caught the game, and I thought he did a great job behind the dish. We made some changes there because it was a non-district game, but made a couple of errors early, gave them some early runs, but after that second inning, we just shut them down. And David Turner pitched well, 5 innings.
Yeah, he's a guy that's going to go in there. He plays third base most of the time, but he's a guy that's going to go in there and compete and throw strikes, has a good curveball. You know, when I coach, and I know Coach talks about this, but in baseball, man, you got 7 innings, but you got to break it down into 7 games. Each inning is a game.
True.
Try to win each inning. If you don't win that inning, tie the inning. If you don't tie the inning and you lose it, go win the next inning. So when you look at the mistakes you made and how they compound, yeah, I just think it's important, you know, for us to just get a little bit more solid defensively, get those timely hits. And I think when you do those things and you make those plays and you start getting those timely hits when you got runners in scoring position, I think the confidence level rises and you become more successful. I mean, baseball's a sport. If you're 3 for 10, you consider it successful. So hopefully those 3 for 10s that we're getting may come with runners on base. And if we make a mistake, we don't make it with runners in scoring position to give them easy runs. But I think our baseball team is on, like I said before, I think they're on the verge of getting over the hump. I know they work hard. All the coaches, there's 4 of them that work extremely hard. The kids work hard. They got a great team chemistry, which I think is most important. You still have those that are right on the fringe and on the edge, and they get a little selfish at times. But for the most part, they're a group that's believing in each other. They're supporting each other. They're cheering each other on. If someone gets out of line, someone gets them straightened out. And I think if you don't have that, what you're fighting for and what you're trying to do is in vain. So I think having that team chemistry is important, which they have, and I think their work ethic is there, and I just see them growing.
Yeah, at Glen Rose tomorrow, then Glen Rose home Friday. I think, you know, both winnable. absolutely games the next couple of days, playing a lot better, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow night at Glen Rose.
Yes, sir.
And then home here, and good luck to the Lady Lions, home against Gatesville tomorrow. They need a win tomorrow
They
night.
need one in a big way, so hopefully they'll get that done.
All right, and boys golf, you mentioned one at Glen Rose the other day. And
That's right.
Sir Bubba. Now, the conditions weren't all that great. I understand it was windy.
It
and
was
all.
windy and it was a little chilly in the mornings.
Yeah.
But I sat there and watched that World Golf Championship, and it was windy for those guys. So you just got to learn to play through it, and that's a plus actually, because it teaches you what happens if we play district and it's windy.
Right.
You learn how to play through it. So every day can't be calm and beautiful and 75 unless you're in Hawaii, I guess. But I've never been to Hawaii, but that's what they say.
Yeah, the wind, I will say wind does not bother my game one bit.
Uh-uh.
It's still lousy.
Gives
Wind
me-
or no wind, okay?
Gives me an excuse.
All right, man, there's a lot going on.
A whole lot going on. Got a
you
lot
mentioned
this
the
week.
Bluebonnet relays, I didn't get to go Friday because we were getting ready for games, but Thursday went up there for a little bit. There were buses and people and athletes
Yeah, a lot of people.
everywhere.
And everybody excited. A lot of smiles on people's faces. Did you happen to have a sausage wrap?
I did not get a sausage
Man, I
wrap.
don't
Derek,
know.
did you get one? Nope, we missed out.
I will tell you this story. On day one, which was Thursday, I think I ate 3, maybe 4. It's a long day. And day 2, I ate 3, and I went to the barbecue pit with Coach Denard, and I asked him. I said, "Coach, what number is this?" He goes, 10. I said, 10. He said, "Yeah, if you're not counting the 2 brisket wraps and the fish sandwich I had." So I think
That
I
guy
told
can
him
eat,
that. Yeah, he's big. He's
Yeah,
a big
he
man.
is.
Big man. But I told him, we give a trophy for the female coach that eats the most sausage wraps. But,
Who got female?
yeah,
Wonder who
but
would
they
get
didn't.
that.
They didn't believe me.
All right. Hey, you mentioned too again. We wish all the best to Jessica Lynn's fiance,
Mm-hmm.
and in that first game she missed, I didn't know, but I was told. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, Jennifer, who's coach of the team, she just got recently married.
Yep, she sure did.
Yeah. So congratulations to the Lynn twins, and hopefully Jessica's fiance gets through this, battling this cancer
Mm-hmm.
situation. So thoughts and prayers with them. All right. Before we go, I got to do this. Never mind.
What are you trying to do?
He was reaching out for a high five.
Oh, who was? Oh, the watermelon.
The
man?
watermelon guy.
You can get it, Carl. Come on, give me one.
All right, let's do this right here.
Oh, I'll move this way. Bam! Good job, Carl.
There we go. I'm not too coordinated like I used to be.
No, that's sort of hard to do.
And of course, that's in honor of
Ross
Chastain.
Chastain win NASCAR.
All right. And they're racing in Richmond this weekend. We'll talk more about that on Wednesday.
We sure will.
All right, man. Lots going on. Anything else, Coach?
Just thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Henrik Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez Podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
Well, Coach, thank you as always. We'll visit again on Wednesday.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
And we will recap a busy Tuesday.
That's for sure.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett in the studio every Monday and Wednesday at this time with the Coaches Show on 101.3 KOXE and video streamed at KOXE.com.